jump right into what happened for chapter 13 through chapter 15 of Love Hypothesis. And if you had not read chapters 13 through 15, please keep scrolling, because I need to talk about what the differences are between a man like Adam and a man like Tom. And all of that, let's say, if you're new here, hi, I'm Sarabelle, and I'm reading Love Hypothesis for the very first time, and I wanted to bring you along that journey. So we can jump right into where we left off last time, is that they're at the conference, and of course, before it happened, I was freaking out of where she's gonna stay, because everybody thinks she's dating Adam, so they think they're gonna bunk with Adam, and so she didn't know where to go, and Adam's like, why don't you just bunk me? I have 2 beds. So finally she pushed back, and Adam goes, well, it's only be one night overlap, because after one day you being there, I'm gonna go straight off all places, so just come stay with me. Okay. So she agrees, because she's like, even if it's the most awkward night of my life, it's only gonna be one night, and there's literally nowhere else to stay. So she accepts. So she jets off to the conference, and she checks in and gets ready for her talk, and she gets in her black wrap dress, and it's a little shorter than she remembered it to be, so she's a little self-conscious about that. And then as she's like putting on her finishing touches, Adam walks in, and he is completely speechless of how she looks. So, and also he failed to mention that he couldn't break his promise, because he promised her that he would be there for her talk. But he failed to mention that he can't be there for her talk because he had his own speech to do as one of the keynote speakers of the whole conference. So, yeah. It happened at the same time, so he obviously cannot be there to hear her speech. So they talk a little bit in the hotel room, then they go to race to go do their speeches, and so who's in the audience is All's friends, obviously, and Tom, the guy she was going to go work with, who is collaborating with Adam, and is going to work in Tom's lab next year, is in the audience. And she does her talk, and she has a panel and everything else, and she's nervous at first, and then she really gets into a groove, and she is really like enjoying herself, telling people about her research about pancreatic cancer. And she's like, yeah, really fun. It was a really fun time for me to tell people my research and ideas about this cancer. And then her talk ends before his does, so he's not there during the interaction, where basically we find out why Holden doesn't like Tom. And I don't know why Ada doesn't know this. Maybe because the same reasons that all of them tell him immediately, is Tom is a butt. I'm going to say it again. I want to use stronger words, but I'm not going to. During this interaction, we find out why Holden doesn't really like Tom that much. And I can't blame him. Perspires. And that's what happens in the next few minutes is appalling. Her talk there in like a lounge with her friends and Tom comes up to her by herself and says, hey, great talk. And she goes, great talk to you. The same talk. It's the same talk he had at Stanford. And suddenly he wants to put some moves on her and like grabs her wrist and tries to kiss her, and she's like, no, and steps away. He tries again, and she goes, no, what are you doing? I don't want this, like, get off me. And all of a sudden he goes, that's kind of one of those guys. He's like one of those kind of guys. Now that you won't do what he wants, he just flips the switch, and he goes, well, the only reason that you had that speech is because you're Adam's girlfriend, and the only reason you're dating him is because you want to hire in a food chain. Your science sucks, and the only reason I let you in my lab is so I can also do that to you. And like, are you crazy? I'm not going to work for you now. Like, it's not going to happen. And she's like, it will happen, because there's no other opportunities for you out there, and if you tell Adam, he's not going to believe you. So who's going to believe you? And it hurt me now, because there's no other chance you have for anybody else. And your research, even though it sucks, it does correlate well with the rest of my lab. And know that I will believe you that it's happened. you ask Adam, do you really think he'll believe you that a guy has been working with him for years, or a girl he's been dating for 2 months? Whose story of whoever, your mom, your aunt, your kindergarten teacher died of pancreatic cancer is not going to get you anywhere. She runs up crying, and Adam could be 10 million different places in this hotel room. In the hotel. But of course, no, he's right there where she needs him, in their room. And he finds her in a puddle of her own tears in the corner, and he's looking up at her going, what happened? What's wrong? And she's like, well, how was your speech? And trying to, like, not talk about what's wrong. And he goes, like, what's wrong? What happened? Why are you crying? Like, what can I do for you? Like, why are you crying? And finally, she does tell him what happens, but not the Tom said it. He's like, who said that? Who said you were mediocre? Who said you're not a great scientist? Like, because, like, you get a speech just because I think my girlfriend, because all of those things are vetted anonymously. I know, because I've been roped into doing some of them. So, you're a brilliant scientist, Olive. So don't believe what they say. And so, he finally gets her to stop crying. And she's like, yeah, eventually I got into the mixer and get some free alcohol, clean up, will help. And he goes, well, we'll go for free alcohol, but we're not going to mixer. And so, I'll take you to dinner. What restaurant do you want to go to? And of course, she picks the all-you-can-eat sushi conveyor belts restaurant. And even though Adam does not consider that food, he still takes her anyway. And he gets her mind off of everything that happened that day and how fragile she was. And on the way back, she's wearing heels for hours. You wear heels for hours, they hurt after a while. So she takes them off, and all of a sudden, after she takes them off, he decides to just bride hold her the rest of the way to their hotel room. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm way too heavy. And he goes, oh yeah, you're way too heavy. And he just, like, puts in the key card without any struggle. And they both get in the hotel room, and she's expecting him to, like, go back out and go mingle with other people. And all of what she just finally left behind is like a million paper cuts. And he clocks it without missing a beat and puts everything that has something to do with the convention in, like, a chair that's opposite facing them now. Take the shoes off, and she goes, aren't you going out? And he's like, no, I'm good. And she goes, okay, do you want to watch a movie? And he goes, sure, like, what do you want to watch? Probably you have better taste in music than you do in restaurants. The only criteria is, I don't really want anybody to kill a horse. So I'm going to take a shower first, you pick the movie, and then we'll go from there. And she goes, oh shoot, I forgot my pajamas, and my friends are out for a couple more hours, and so I don't know what I'm going to do. And all of a sudden he just, like, puts down a black t-shirt on her bed and goes, you can wear this if you want. And it's a giant t-shirt, because he's a giant tall man, and it says, Biology Ninja. And she goes to take a shower, fast as she can, because Tom's words are still echoing in her head. And she gets back out, and she's very amused that he has a black toothbrush down to the bristles. And so she comes back out, and goes out to you, and things happen personal about his experience with his professor. And he's like, yeah, nobody likes their professor. Because they were in, like, chapter 15, they're like, yeah, nobody likes their professor. And Tom took over his lab, but he retired. No shocker, they're both the same level of, I'll tell you in a minute how they are on the same level. No wonder why Tom's one of his favorites. Because he's the same guy as the professor, as Adam's predecessor. And he was, like, talking about how his predecessor made everything personal and not about the work. And so he almost dropped out and became a lawyer because he was like, all I want to do is be a scientist, but I can't be a scientist. I don't really care what I do. So, but the people that helped him were Tom and Hold It. And as before, no surprise. We're so surprised that Tom's one of his favorites because now we learned Tom's just like him. And not surprised that he took over his lab because, once again, he told all about how his professor formed down and tell him he would never surmount anything and made it all personal and really want him to concede. So Adam being a professor, he wants to, like, still not be like a teddy bear like he is Olive, but make it more about the work. If you need to read the work, you can redo the work, but he's never going to, this plan is never tear down students because he saw how bad it was for him. So his whole thing was like, I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to be anything like that. I'm going to tell you, like bluntly what you need to know, but, like, I'm not going to try to make it personal. Like, you screwed up. You did this. You did that. I'm going to be like, you need to redo the work because the work is not your best work. There's all the different details that they had displayed in the chapter about, like, different ways, like how one time he put both Hold and him on the same project and they collaborated, and then neither one got any credit because they collaborated instead of going against each other. They collaborated and they gave really good. They had a really good project, but they collaborated instead of doing against each other, so neither one got any credit. And Adam's like, I want to be fair and I want to set goals for my students, and they don't think if they're not going towards the stuff that we mutually agreed on goal, I'm going to help them get there. If that has to be me being like brutally honest, that's what I'm going to do, because that's the weight of my job, is to be a good professor, to make good scientists. But I'm not trying to be any kind of bad guy. But if I have to be the bad guy in some people's stories, that's fine, as long as we get the results that I know that they are capable of without tearing down their self-worth. And Holden helped me like take all of my law calculations and made them into airplanes, and he was so removed from that he helped me, so like I could help you today, Olive. And within that last sentence, it's everything combined of the flashback of all the time that she spent, out of all the faces that she's seen of him. All of a sudden, she just wanted him right then and right there. Do you understand the difference? Because Tom would take advantage of her, wouldn't thought about it for 1 second. But Adam stood back. Even though he wanted to, he didn't, because he loved her. So he was like, no. You're upset. You're drunk. Even though I'm not a professor, I do have more power than you. And after all that, she's like, but I want this. And he's like, no, you're in love with somebody else. Even though the whole time she's thinking in her head, there wasn't anybody, and there will be. I'm in love with you. But I'm paralyzed telling you this because I don't want to lose you. Of course, this is the way he acts. Because she's literally like, you know, there is a difference between men like Tom and men like Adam. And yes, the author did a great job, because I hate Tom and love Adam. Because it is so realistic of what I'd rather be in real life. I'm about to read chapter 16 for 18, so while I'm gone, please feel free to put all your thoughts in the comments so we can talk about it thoroughly. And we can have our conversation about Tom versus Adam. But really, is there any competition? But we do have free will, so please put your thoughts in the comments